What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be my opinions on comparisons and why I don't think it is the thief of joy, at least not fully, and why I have a problem with people that say this. So, you hear this phrase all the time: comparison is the thief of joy. And it's like, well, what else are we supposed to do? You know, like, I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person, but for majority of our lives, literally every single thing is about comparison. It's about comparison. It's about comparing, you know, A and B. It's about comparing this and that. And then after like 18 plus years of, I mean, some people in some cases, like all your life, 20, 30, 40 plus years of just constant comparison, it's like, then you hearing people like, oh, don't compare, don't do this, don't do that. It's like, how do you teach us this, one, all of our lives, and then start telling us not to do this? But two, how do you expect to get better if you're never comparing, if you're never doing like compare and contrast, like, you know? But I mean, just think about going back to your household, going back to school when you're young. If you're little kid, you have brothers, you have sisters, like, you probably got compared between your brothers and your sisters. This one's quiet, this one's loud, this one's good, this one's bad, this one does this one does that. That starts in the home. Then when you get to school, the teachers are doing the same thing. You have the bad kids, you have the good kids, you have A honor roll, you have B honor roll, principal honor rolls, and this honor roll. You got an A plus on the test, he got a C. You're on varsity, he's on JV bars. You know, it's like, since we were young, in a system that we're all in, it's constant comparison. Then it's time for college, comparing different colleges, this college versus that college, this university versus that university. And then you get to university or college and you're doing the same thing, grades versus grades. This person is in sports, this person's in band, this person's in frats, this person's not doing anything at all. And your whole college resume, college journey is compiled, and it's kind of used as your resume for when you do it again in the corporate world and when you get your first job. Then they start comparing your productivity between your coworkers. They start comparing, that's where the real politics start coming out. But I like this coworker, I like this worker, I like this manager, this person is selling the most, he's going to get the bonus, he didn't get any bonuses. It's like you're constantly comparing in life in every single thing, but it's constantly frowned upon. Don't you guys find that confusing? when you go on Amazon, you're looking for something to order, to shop. You're comparing different brands, you're comparing quality, you're comparing, customer reviews and testimonials. Comparison is literally the way of life. It's literally the way of life. It's how you determine what's better, what's not, what do you like, what you don't like, who do you want to work with, and who you don't want to work with. Even in a dating, in a dating scene, you go on multiple dates, you meet multiple people, you get and compile so many different experiences with whoever you're into, and you decide, okay, I like this, I like that, I don't like this behavior, this is cool. Oh, I didn't know I like this. I want this more often. Like, there's so many things that you're constantly comparing things with, and at the same time you constantly hear, don't compare. I think comparison is good, and it is a way of life, like, whether we like it or not. I do think it helps to get better. Now, should we compare to the point where, like, we're about to blow our brains out? No, I don't think so. Should we constantly just be comparing to other people? No, I don't think so. There's so many different factors and, big and little details that go into people's lives that we have no idea about, that led them down to a certain path and a certain point, and that's why they are where they are. But I don't think, like, we should be saying, don't ever compare yourself, especially when, like, we're groomed like that since we were young. It just makes no sense. And I definitely think you should spend a good amount of time just comparing yourself to you. Even if you are doing it with other people, you should be doing it with yourself also. Because sometimes, if you're looking at others too much, you kind of lose sight of what you've done and how you've grown, and comparing yourself from last year to this year, or 5 years ago to this year. Like, I would say that would be the biggest problem. If you're not seeing big differences in your life from 5, 10 years ago to the present day, then we got some issues. But I don't think we should be demonizing comparison when that's quite literally the way of life, the way our society is, and how, again, we're born, and or how we're living life since the day we were born. So those are my thoughts on comparison, comparing yourself with others, and that is the video for today. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Deuces.